All right, it has been a while, hasn't it? You're watching Chaos to Clarity. I'm meteorologist Bernie Rayno. We're going to talk about the next severe weather outbreak. Listen, we've had a lot of severe weather in the Plains states, one of the largest severe weather outbreaks we've had in that part of the country, and sustained for a while, and it's coming back Monday and Tuesday. All right, let me show you what's going on here. Let's take you into the Pacific right now, where we're tracking a there. This upper level low, take a look at this. Now, this is in the Gulf of Alaska. Pretty powerful upper low. Now, this is going to be diving southeast over the coming days here. And whenever you get a strong upper level low coming into California, you're going to have some major issues with this. I'm going to take this full screen and see this is the upper low that we're tracking right in here. All right. Now, pretty strong upper low. Watch where this goes. This is the European model. I want to take it Saturday night. This is Sunday morning. Then watch what it does. Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, late Sunday night, Monday morning. Watch this. Watch this go across the northern plain states. Take a look at that. This is the European model. Monday morning, afternoon, evening. Afternoon, evening. And the other thing you'll notice is that you close off an upper level low across western parts of South Dakota. Now, why is that important? When you close off an upper level low, what ends up happening is you create more spin in the atmosphere. That is directional wind shear. That is southeast wind at the surface, west-south winds wind aloft, westerly wind aloft. So you get that twisting and turning of the thunderstorms, and you start dropping tornadoes. You see that a lot with these closed-off upper lows. And the other thing to think about, when you have a closed-off upper low, it's a strengthening system, so you have more upward motion. I mean, this is a real juicy setup, I'm afraid, as we head into Monday. This upper low right in here. See, you get all of this upward motion, and also notice the tilt of the trough, and this is Monday evening. It's negatively tilted. What does that mean? That means all of your energy, denoted by the red shading here, is going to be on the eastern end of the trough, where you typically have the higher dew point air. Dew point temperature is above 60 degrees, and that's also where you have the warm air. So all of that comes together on Monday afternoon. I want to show you, this is the American model, not much different. European GFS, the American model. And even this model shows the same thing. Look at this upper low going across the northern plain states here. Now, it has a little difference. It has a little energy, it's a little far south, but it doesn't matter. It also shows a negatively tilted trough, right, with a lot of energy coming out into the plain states here. You see that negative tilted trough. Now, it's not the only thing I look at. I want to show you this. Let me show you the surface, what the other parameters I look at here as we move forward here. Let me take this off full screen. I want to show you this. All right, we like to look at the dew point temperatures, all right? The higher the dew point temperature, the more likely you're going to get severe weather. Look at this surge of higher dew point air coming into the plain states. Look at this. I'm going to stop this Tuesday afternoon. You have this Gulf air coming all the way across the Dakotas with your 60-degree dew point line, and that's typically the threshold for severe weather, is that 60-degree dew point line coming all the way up into South Dakota. So this is the area of rich moisture, and you're getting this strong southeasterly flow. I had an old Penn State professor at Penn, Dr. Michael Fritch, and he always talked about when you look at severe weather, see where you have the surge of higher dew point air, and that is the atmosphere telling you where the severe weather is going to be. It's going to be across the Dakotas here. Not only that, look at the low-level jet. This is the wind at around 5,000 feet. Why do we look at this? How do you measure energy in the atmosphere? Wind. Why do you get severe weather? Because of a tremendous amount of energy, right? So the more wind, the more energy, the more likely you're going to get severe weather. Watch these winds at 5,000 feet in this area. Watch this. This is Sunday evening, Monday. Watch this. Monday morning, Monday afternoon. See that explosion right in here? See that explosion of these winds gusts at about 60 to 65 knots. So what's happening is you're getting this strong winds, but you're getting them increase. It's like a punch, right, into the atmosphere, which allows for even more upward motion in this area. This is a nasty setup in the plains Monday afternoon. You'll also notice that the low-level jet, the strong winds extend all the way down. Look at this, all the way down into Kansas. You see this? So this whole area, not only do you have the low-level winds increasing, but this is where you also have the higher dew point air, right? And then when you go back to the upper air. Let me exit full screen, go back into here. What do you have going on Monday? That's also the same area where you have this upper low coming out into the Dakotas. This area, I'm afraid, is going to get hit very hard. Now, we're still far away from the event. The way out of this is if this upper low, instead of being across South Dakota, comes all the way north where it doesn't dig as much as across the Canadian prairies. I don't see that happening. This is such a strong system. I think it's going to dig far enough that we're going to have major problems in the plains with this. By the way, we're not done on Monday, because then, well, let me show you what happens here. That energy goes by, and you see what's going on here? You have another piece of energy. This will be rotating where? That'll be rotating into the Midwest as we move into Tuesday. You see that piece? Look at that, going across Iowa and Missouri, right in there. And if we even follow this up, let me exit to full screen here. Oh, I didn't go to full screen. That's why we didn't exit here. But if we follow it up with the dew point temperatures, here, let me put this back on full screen so you can see it a little better here. If you throw the dew point temperatures on Tuesday, look at that higher dew point air. Across Illinois, Indiana, you have that energy coming on by. And then also, look at the low-level jet going into this area on Monday, right here. You see that across Illinois. So I'm afraid we're in for 2 days of severe weather as we get into next week here. Let me show you the graphic here. Here's our severe weather as we move forward. This is going to be on Monday. Widespread severe weather within that orange area. We're looking at damaging winds, hail. I think we're looking at a tornado outbreak. I really do. I think we could be looking at dozens of tornadoes in here. I think it's especially across South Dakota and Kansas based on where this upper low is going, but I certainly can't rule it out farther south. Then you have that second piece of energy, right, on Tuesday, and then you have another severe weather area, and I think there's still more tornadoes here as well. I wouldn't rule out Chicago as we get into Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, Peoria, St. Louis, Chicago. The moderate risk, that's the area we think that the thunderstorms are going to be most numerous. And then the some risk, that's where we think the thunderstorms are going to be more spotty, the severe thunderstorms. Again, all forms of severe weather are possible. Wind, hail, isolated tornadoes. But I'll tell you what, Monday looks like a very volatile day in the plain states. We've had severe weather here already. I think we're looking at dozens of tornadoes in this area as we move through our Monday. All right, if you have any questions, you can follow me at Twitter. I'm at AccuRayno. Again, chaos to clarity. We'll continue to break this down, but we have severe weather returning to first the plains Monday, then the Midwest on Tuesday.